Well, we already have dates for the next Epcot Festival, Flower and Garden. Yeah, I know, that's not even the next one. We've got farts before that. But also, the DFB team is back on land after sailing the past few days on the Disney Treasure, and that is a gorgeous ship. Many Disney fans had some controversial takes when we asked them what Disney ride should close next. And we've got all the rest of the news coming right up on DFB Guide. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. Happy Saturday. It's the best day of the week because it's Saturday. No, because it's DFB News Day. And I know you follow us on social media, which if you don't already, why not? And you've probably seen us posting all week from the Treasure. So how was it? Let me tell you. We sailed on the Treasure, which is a brand new cruise ship from Disney taking its maiden voyage with passengers on December 21st, 2024, and is the 6th ship in the Disney Cruise Line fleet. The ship celebrates Walt Disney's lifelong love of adventure, and we were lucky enough to sail on the ship before it was even open to the public. Now, we did get that amazing preview not too long ago where we got the chance to step on board, but this was a true sailing experience, and we had a great time. The Grand Hall on the Disney Treasure is inspired by Aladdin, which you can see in both the architecture and other incredible elements in this space. The signature sculpture features 3 beloved characters from Aladdin himself, Jasmine, and the ever-faithful magic carpet. And of course, if you are a DFB fan, you have to rub the lamp. There's a little hidden Mickey on it. Go ahead and rub it because this will bring you good luck for your whole cruise. I just made that up, but I think it's very important that we all do it. Now, there are plenty of different stateroom types on the Disney Treasure, including interior rooms, ocean view rooms, suites, and more. We were lucky enough to stay in deluxe family ocean view staterooms with verandas, and it was Encanto themed. We spent 3 days exploring every inch of this ship, including the very immersive lounges, dining at the impressive restaurants, and even checking out the cool kids areas. Now, I don't want to give too much away right now because next week we will be releasing a full video about all of the secrets we found on board, recapping our experience, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, there's so much to do on a Disney cruise, especially on the brand new Disney Treasure. That's why we made our Disney Treasure quick guide for you. This mini guide has everything you need if you're planning to set sail on the Treasure or if you just want to know more about it. And it's completely free. Head to disneyfoodblog.com/treasure and get your free copy. Are you sailing soon? Let us know in the comments. All of my fellow Epcot stands, this one's for you. The glowing sidewalks are back in Epcot, and I mean to their full glory. So back when the construction of the new World Celebration area in Epcot was complete, one of our favorite things were the glowing sidewalks. I know, true Epcot stands remember the OG glowing sidewalks. Those are not there anymore, and they never will be, so we have to be happy with what we have. But lately, the new glowing sidewalks haven't been used to their full potential. Sometimes they didn't even work. Now they're fixed again, and it looks great. So on your next Epcot date, be sure to stick around in the evenings and watch the nightly Spaceship Earth show because the sidewalks coordinate. The 2025 Epcot Flower and Garden Festival will start on March 5th and run through June 2nd. This year is going to mark the 30th anniversary of the festival, which brings beautiful character topiaries and amazing gardens and, of course, delicious food to Epcot. As part of this year's festivities, Disney's also dropped a few details about the festival's Garden Rocks concert series. This series brings some popular artists to the festival, where they perform live at America Gardens Theater at the American Adventure Pavilion. And this year's lineup includes Rick Springfield, Blue October, 38 Special, and more. Can't wait to hear more about the upcoming festival. We're keeping our eyes out for food menus and more updates for both the 2025 Epcot Festival of the Arts and the 2025 Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. The Disney refurbishment list keeps growing, my friends. They just added 2 new rides to the list. First, in Epcot, the Grand Fiesta Tour will be closing for refurbishment on January 6th, 2025. According to Disney, the attraction will be closed for just over 2 months, with a scheduled reopening date on March 15th. While the Grand Fiesta Tour isn't usually thought of as a headliner attraction at Epcot, it is one of the only 3 rides in the park's World Showcase area, and its closure could put even more of a strain on the popular Frozen Ever After and Remy's Ratatouille Adventure attractions located in Norway and France. So take this into consideration when planning your Epcot day during those 2 months. And the Disney World website has been updated to show that Kali River Rapids in Animal Kingdom will close for its seasonal refurbishment on January 6, 2025, too. It's listed as temporarily closed through the end of the calendar, which currently goes out to mid-February. It's not uncommon to see Kali closed during the winter months for maintenance. As a water-based ride, it typically requires more regular refurbishments than the dry attractions. And not many people want to ride a water ride in the middle of the winter. We also noticed this phenomenon with Splash Mountain in the past, so we'll be interested to see if Tiana's Bayou Adventure has a winter closure in the future. These refurbishments typically only last a few weeks, and the rides often reopen before the busy spring break season kicks off in March. We'll have to wait and see what the Disney World calendar says as we get more dates available. A new addition has made its way to Animal Kingdom, and well, you're going to be thrilled about it. If you've been on Kilimanjaro safaris, you've probably been fortunate enough to see the lions that hang out on the savannah there. Well, the previous lions have gone off to retirement, and 3 new lions have taken their spots. The 3 newbies are all siblings too, named Mashengo, Zahara, and Nima. These young lions have been working on their roars, and now they are ready for that spotlight during the Kilimanjaro Safaris tour. Mashengo, Zahara, and Nima are proudly representing the future of lion population. Disney hopes that in time they will breed with members of another pride as part of an overall effort to ensure their species' survival. Now, we love seeing Disney's animals living their best adorable lives over at Disney's Animal Kingdom each time we visit, and one of our favorites is the African elephants. These gentle giants never fail to take our breath away, but this week Disney celebrated something extra special in the park. Cora, the youngest elephant, turned 1. To celebrate this big milestone, Cora's keepers surprised her with an early birthday party. Of course, the celebration called for some of her favorites: sweet potato, bamboo, and peanut butter. Same. Curious and rambunctious, Cora left a little bit of a mess, but hey, we get it. We're all excited about our birthdays too and can get a little ahead of ourselves. Right now, you can often see Cora with the rest of the family herd, made up of her mom, Nadira, Aunt Stella and Luna, and grandmother Donna on Kilimanjaro safaris. So we talk about Disney World a lot around here, but there are some other great theme parks in Florida. In fact, the theme park where Legoland Florida lives used to be home to Florida's first theme park, Cypress Gardens, a place that I went with my family all the time. One of the biggest attractions at Cypress Gardens was the world-famous water ski show. The show became so popular that Cypress Gardens was named the water ski capital of the world. These days, although Cypress Gardens is no longer, Legoland Florida has a version of the water ski show called Brickbeard's Water Sports Stunt Show, but now the show will end on December 30th. In its place, a Sea Life Aquarium is set to open in the spring. The water ski show will be the longest continuously running entertainment production in the world, just a few years short of a century. Yep, you heard me right, 100 years. After the show ends, the Cypress Gardens water ski team plans to host free water ski shows on the 3rd Saturday of each month at Lake Silver. If you'd like to catch the show before it ends for good, make sure to visit Legoland before December 30th this year. All right, time for another Disney discussion. We reached out to our followers on Facebook to ask, we're losing a lot of rides over the next couple of years. In your opinion, which Disney ride should go next? Now, we had quite a few people leave their opinions in the comments. One reader, Kristen, started us off with Swiss Family Treehouse is forgettable. There was a much cooler jungle theme play area in Disney California Adventure, which might require a bigger footprint, but was more fun than climbing the treehouse. Let's face it, while the Swiss Family Treehouse has its nostalgic appeal, it's not exactly a must-visit for most Disney goers. Many of you agreed that the space could be reimagined into something more engaging. Could it be time to bid farewell? Next, Elise pointed out Flying Carpets of Aladdin. MK has another spinner ride, and it will open up the pathways in Adventureland so people aren't as squished walking through that area. Elise isn't wrong. Magic Kingdom already has Dumbo and the Mad Tea Party. Meanwhile, the Flying Carpets can feel a bit redundant and, as Elise mentioned, a bit of a bottleneck for crowds in Adventureland. It's no surprise that Tomorrowland Speedway showed up in our poll. Christina named it outright, and Tom doubled down, saying the Speedway. So much could be done with that space. While the Speedway has its fans, many of you see it as an underwhelming use of valuable Tomorrowland real estate. With electric vehicle technology booming, many of you also feel it's time to give the Speedway a modern update or replace it entirely. Shan put it simply, mission space because I can't ride it ever. Honestly, Shan, we get it. That ride can get intense. Now, this one sparked some controversy. Steven admitted most people probably would disagree with me on this, but I think Small World should go. They don't take care of it really. Mold on the walls, animatronics don't work, audio issues in sections. Put something cool in that prime real estate. That is a bold take. While It's a Small World is iconic, some of you agree that its maintenance issues are hard to ignore. Could Disney consider a major overhaul to revive this classic, or is it time to dream bigger for that space? For Dan, it's all about trading one classic Disney princess for another. He shared Little Mermaid and MK needs to become the Beauty and the Beast dark ride. While the Little Mermaid ride has its fans, Dan's suggestion is not far-fetched. A Beauty and the Beast dark ride, like the one in Tokyo Disney, could be an incredible addition to Fantasyland. Those were just some of your thoughts on which Disney rides should go next. Let us know in the comments what you think. Also, follow us on Facebook to join in the next discussion. There's been a big change at a popular Disney Springs restaurant. Chicken Guy has been going through even more construction lately, but it was completely worth it for this new outdoor covered seating area. Now you can eat your delicious chicken tendies in the shade. Dreams really do come true. But please, Chicken Guy, if you're listening, Guy Fieri, please bring back all the sauces. We want all the 22 sauces. Okay, thank you. And there's a new item at the Cake Bake Shop at Disney's Boardwalk Resort. Say hello to the Snickerdoodle Cheesecake Bar. This is a Snickerdoodle cookie crust topped with signature cream cheese filling, sprinkled with cinnamon sugar, and crumbled Snickerdoodle cookie dough for $13.99. And it is just as indulgent as it looks. We would totally recommend this snack based on flavor alone, but once again, is the high price justified? Well, only you can make that call. But we can say you won't be disappointed, that's for sure. Do you have plans in Disney World for Christmas and or New Year's? Well, if you'll be in Disney Springs for either of these holidays, you'll want to make your way over to Raglan Road, and I'm going to tell you why. Raglan's going to be hosting a very special Christmas Day event for those visiting Disney World. This includes a special Christmas Day menu, and this year's Christmas menu includes butter and herb roasted turkey with mashed potatoes, duck fat roasties, honey glazed carrots, bacon braised Brussels sprouts, sausage meat stuffing, red wine juice, and cranberry sauce. The special menu is $39.99 for adults and $19.99 per child. If turkey isn't your thing, the pub's all-day menu will also be available to order from. You'll also be able to see the Raglan Road Irish dancers dressed in their Christmas best, as well as listen to live music beginning at noon. There's extra afternoon entertainment scheduled for December 24th, 31st, and January 1st. You'll also be able to order 2 brunch specials on those afternoons, including the full Irish breakfast with Cheshire Heritage pork Irish banger, black and white pudding, bacon, roasted tomato, mushrooms, and fried eggs with hash brown potato cake, and Hipster's Lament with Irish bacon and poached eggs on sourdough with smashed avocado, chive butter, roasted tomato, and hash brown potato cake. If you plan on celebrating New Year's in Disney Springs, you can celebrate twice at Raglan Road with a free glass of champagne at 7 p.m., midnight Irish time, and again at midnight Eastern time. So if you're in Disney World for these holidays, you might want to head to Disney Springs to celebrate. We always talk about ride refurbishments here at DFB, but something equally important is restaurant refurbishments. Please be aware that Topolino's Terrace over at Disney's Riviera Resort will be closed for refurbishment from January 12th to January 25th. So if you're hoping to dine at this restaurant to enjoy breakfast a la art with Mickey and friends or a signature dining experience in the evening, you will need to plan around those dates. This is a very popular dining reservation for good reason, and if you were hoping to eat here during that time frame, I'm sorry to break this news to you, but there are a couple other places you might want to consider. So let me recommend a few other options. Chef Mickey's at the Contemporary if you're looking for that classic character dining experience, or Ravello at the Four Seasons Resort. This restaurant, just like Topolino's, is character dining by day, classy date night type restaurant by night. Plus, this is one of the few ways you can go inside Disney's Golden Oak without a hotel reservation. If you're going to Disney World this week, or anytime soon for that matter, I want to give you a little refresher of ride closures, resort refurbishments, and anything else you need to know. So buckle up for a second. These reminders are important. Over in Magic Kingdom, the Swiss Family Treehouse has been closed for a month for a little TLC. It is scheduled to open again on December 20th. The Frontierland Shootin' Arcade was around for generations and provided simple fun to all who played. Now the attraction has closed permanently to make room for a new Disney Vacation Club lounge. This lounge will be the third in Disney World, joining one in Epcot and one at Disney's Contemporary Resort for Disney Vacation Club members. It will be called McKim's Mile House, and it's set to open by summer 2025. And don't forget, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad will be closing on January 6th, 2025, and will not reopen until 2026. So make that ride a priority. And after you hop on Big Thunder, make Tom Sawyer Island and the Liberty Square Riverboat your next must-dos, because those attractions are closing in early 2025 to accommodate construction for the new Cars-themed attractions coming to the park. Test Track, which is located in Epcot's World Discovery, is temporarily closed so the ride can be, in Disney speak, reimagined. Disney hasn't released too many details about what the updated ride experience will be like just yet, but they did mention it'll take inspiration from World of Motion, the ride that was originally there when the park opened in 1982. At this time, a specific reopening timeline has not been announced, but we do know that Test Track will reopen in late summer 2025. Moving over to Animal Kingdom, It's Tough to Be a Bug, housed in the Tree of Life, will receive a Zootopia-themed makeover and will become Zootopia Better Zootgether. The new attraction will open in winter of 2025. However, an official closing date for the current attraction has yet to be announced. So if you love It's Tough to Be a Bug, you might want to see it as many times as you can on your next trip. And on that note, Dinoland USA will begin its phased closure starting January 13th, 2025. The land is closing to make way for the Tropical Americas, Pueblo Esperanza. For the first phase, Disney announced that the last day for Triceratops Spin, Fossil Fun Games, and Chester and Hester's Dinosaur Treasures at Animal Kingdom is January 12th, 2025. Specifically in regards to the dinosaur attraction, Disney stated that 2025 is your year to visit before it goes extinct. And our final park, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Disney has recently caused commotion by announcing that Muppets Courtyard will be rethemed to a new Monsters, Inc. land. And on top of that, Rock and Roller Coaster will be rethemed to the Muppets. No official dates have been announced for either of these yet, but the DFB team is predicting that both of these closures will happen in 2025. Again, not official, just an educated guess, so experience them while you can. And if you got a little kid who loves Lightning McQueen, remember that show is recently closed to make way for the brand new show, Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After, coming next summer. Now let's talk about what's going on around Disney resorts. Since July, Everything Pop, the food court for Pop Century, has been getting some work done. The refurbishment was supposed to end on September 29th, but it was extended to November 30th. Now it's been extended again until April 2025. The new extension only notes that the coffee shop is still closed. We recently visited the food court and it's looking great. There is far less construction and almost everything is open and available again. This is a big improvement and it's great that people staying here have most dining and shopping options available to them once again. But starting late March 2025 through mid-February, guest rooms will be going under refurbishment. Bay Lake Tower at Disney's Contemporary Resort is undergoing a lengthy refurbishment until September 2025. While the resort is still available to book during these times, rooms may be limited. Disney also warns that guests will see and hear construction work throughout Bay Lake Tower. Currently, through spring 2025, some rooms at the Port Orleans Resort, French Quarter, are under refurbishment, and next week, from December 16 to 21, the Doubloon Lagoon Pool at French Quarter will be closed for refurb as well. Guests may use the Old Man Island Pool at Disney's Port Orleans Resort Riverside and all the leisure pools at French Quarter and Riverside as well. Speaking of Riverside, they will be refurbishing the guest rooms in the Magnolia Bend area from early April 2025 to January 2026. Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa has undergone a lot of changes in recent years and the renovations continue. The Disney World website does warn that the hotel is currently undergoing refurbishment. Ultimately, the lobby itself will receive its own refurb. Disney shared that the new look will maintain the classic theming guests know and love with some fresh new enhancements. The Fantasia Pool at Disney's All-Star Movies Resort will be closed from January 2025 to April. While it's closed, guests can swim in the Duck Pond Pool as well as the feature pools at the neighboring All-Star hotels. And finally, from January 2025 through June, Stormalong Bay and Shipwreck Pool will be closed at Disney's Yacht and Beach Club. This closure is due to routine maintenance, and guests staying at those resorts may hear construction noises during the daytime. During the closure, guests are welcome to swim at the Tidal, Admiral, and Dunes Cove leisure pools. All right, are you still with me after all that? I know, it's a lot, but planning a Disney vacation is no easy feat. And don't forget, we always keep our ride, restaurant, and resort closures and construction page updated on our website. Remember a few years ago when Disney jumped on board the millennial pink and rose gold trends super hard? We saw all sorts of Disney merchandise pop up in the iconic pink hues, and now we have a clue about what color we might see trending next year. Pantone has just released the color of the year for 2025, and it's Mocha Mousse. When describing the color of the year, Pantone writes that it is a warming brown hue imbued with richness. Brands love to release products that align with the color of the year, and you can already find a variety of items available in the Mocha Mousse color. Disney also does a good job of staying on top of trends, so we think we will likely see Mocha Mousse make its way into Disney merchandise. You might also notice more people sporting this color in their outfits, so if you're looking for the next trending color, this might be the answer. 2025 merchandise has been spotted in the parks. We found it over at Pin Traders in Epcot. We've also seen it in Disneyland. There are quite a few items, including ears and sweatshirts, t-shirts, ornaments, mugs, and more. Is it too early to talk about the new year? I guess I won't do it. Not yet. Okay, that's the news we've got for the week. Please don't forget to sign up for our free newsletter so you can get news delivered to your inbox as soon as it is announced. Click on the link below in the description to sign up for that free newsletter. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.